So what are your name and pronouns?
My name is Jeff. My pronouns are he, him, and they, them.
My name's Lauren. My pronouns are she, her, hers.
My name is James. My pronouns are he, him.
My name is Toby Javage, and my pronouns are he, him.
I'm Lily, she, her.
My name is Taraji Ellington, and I use he, him pronouns.
Do you notice any gender inequality on campus? Why or why not?
Yes, all the time.
That's a very tough question. I definitely do notice gender inequality on campus, though from my perspective, I'm a trans man. I definitely notice it more in the trans cis realm than in like the male-female realm.
I think there's a lot of gender inequality.
I do notice gender inequality on campus.
One thing I have noticed a lot is mansplaining.
Yeah, definitely.
I think so, yeah. I took my first STEM class this semester, and in the beginning I realized my male partner was taking the lead, so that I had to be a little more dominant.
I feel like a lot of my female classmates in my political science dominated classes are not taken as seriously.
Mostly, I would say in class.
Definitely in how teachers distribute their attention. I definitely had teachers in the past who prioritize male students over female students.
It's gender neutral restrooms. There's only one in every single dorm building. And it's always on the first floor, which is super inconvenient for students, especially in traditional dorms who don't feel comfortable using the gendered bathrooms.
I live in Leonard Hall, and the incident that happened on floor 8 is an all-women's floor. Yeah, I definitely feel like if a man was attacked and broken into, it would have been handled differently.
I feel that people who identify as women on this campus tend to feel more unsafe, and they, I feel have been attacked and even assaulted at higher and alarming rates.
What, if any, ways could American universities solve these issues?
I think there's a lot of different ways to go about it. I wish there was more awareness, and I feel like if you're not aware of the problem, then nothing's going to be resolved.
I think if more people spoke out, kind of called things out as is, it's the same with racism. If you see someone be racist or have some type of microaggression, if you address the problem and educate if you're able to, then that would be good. It would be better if we didn't leave everything to female presenting people to do.
Definitely more security cameras in the stairwells, because there are not any, which is concerning. And there's no cameras in the elevators either.
I don't know, I only know my own issues, and I would just say more BIPOC female support, honestly. Yeah, I just haven't really seen much, sorry.
Some type of committee on the administration side to hold a meeting at least with faculty and professors.
Listen to more diverse perspective, especially understanding that not every single trans person is going to think the exact same way, and not every cis person is going to work and think the exact same way.
I feel like it's more of a society thing than an American university issue.
I'm not really sure that I'm even qualified to figure out how that can be changed, but I think that the administration has a responsibility to do so.
Do you consider yourself a feminist? Why or why not?
I think I'm a feminist, yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Always have been for forever. I think that women's rights are human rights.
By the basic definition of feminism, I do.
I do consider myself a feminist. I support the rights of women. I think that women's rights are human rights.
It's more subtle things now that I'd never really noticed when I was younger. So definitely more recently I've been noticing more of those things and really becoming more of a feminist.
And if you're not a feminist, then what are you? Anti-feminist? I don't know, I'm a feminist.
I do consider myself a feminist because I recognize that feminism isn't about hating men or making women superior to men. It's about trying to break down patriarchal gender norms.
I would. I went to an all-girls school, 7th through 12th grade. I'm all about women. I love women. Yeah.
Do you feel that your gender identity may affect your views related to gender issues on campus?
Of course. I think anyone's gender plays a part in their lived experiences.
I'm sure I definitely has some bias, just coming from the perspective that I am a cis male.
Most definitely, because I can't experience everything.
I mean, yeah, because I'm a woman. Definitely, yeah.
I'm a trans man, so my experience is definitely different than like a cis man would have on campus.
I think femme presentation can be like put in a lot of negative ways. Like when I go into a certain room, oftentimes I'm like questioning if I dress more feminine and girly, if I'll be respected.
Yes. Yeah. I also realize, like, as a cis, like, female, I am, like, I'm not going to be able to fully understand the issues of trans women, but, like, I can listen, I can be an ally, and I can support them.
I mean, I identified as a male, so I feel like a lot of things that women would notice, I don't notice because of my gender.
If you could say one thing to someone with a different perspective on this issue, what would it be?
Probably learn, listen, especially to survivors who have had gender inequalities, be going against them in some type of way, and when they share their experience, be grateful and try to understand and take something from that.
I think oftentimes people say like agree to disagree about like human rights and women's rights, and that's like I don't disagree with you because that's not an issue, that's not an argument, like those are human rights.
I would say being open-minded, like, never hurt anyone, like,
Just try to listen, not react.
I would say that your perspective is valid, but also that I would recommend that you open your ears to other people with different perspectives and just genuinely listen to what they have to say.
It's hard to like where I live, I shouldn't be scared to like go to the bathroom or brush my teeth when I'm alone at night, and I shouldn't have to like lock my door and like walk quietly because I am like, it actually is like kind of scary because I literally live where it happened, and like I just want someone to know like how would you feel being scared literally to just walk around where you live. That's like not okay.
What do you think are the most pressing gender issues on campus right now?
right now I'm thinking of sexual assault. I think automatically that's an issue. I think education on it can really help. Like, what is sexual assault? Like, even if you're intoxicated, even if you're, like, dressed a certain way, stuff like that.
There's an alarming rate of girls on campus who are literally scared for their safety.
Women and men, at least on this campus, are not being held on the same platform as each other.
There's a lot of Title IX issues on campus that are very pressing, and we have to figure out how to improve.
I think the security of, for instance, female-only floors on dorms is a very pressing issue.
What do you think of American University's response to the incidences in Leonard Hall?
One of my classmates in my class was like, oh, the protest was really performative and like people listen, but the university still won't do anything. So I just think Americans doing it like the entirely wrong way.
I think American University has had a very awful response. I don't think American University has done enough or been transparent enough. They told us one thing, but we heard from the walkout that what actually happened was completely different. And American University has, in my opinion, been trying to sort of paint over and smooth over the incident.
I think that the administration has never ever taken women seriously. As somebody who has dealt with a lot of Title IX things and like filing those kind of issues, I've never ever been respected by administration.
I haven't really been keeping up with that too much. I was kind of surprised to find out that it was in Leonard because I lived there last year and I thought it was like a really like loving community. I really liked everyone on my floor, and like I felt comfortable to leave my door unlocked, and especially like the rooms in the hallways were mixed gender, and I never felt uncomfortable with like living with people with different gender identities.
It's not too good. There's a lot of changes they could make and that have been expressed to them, and I'm guessing there's reasons why they can't make some, but they're not being transparent in telling that.
And I've noticed a lot that like they're just blatantly ignoring like women's issues and like everything they're asking them to do, that some of them are even like really simple. They're just ignoring and saying like, oh, it's too hard for this and this reason. But, you know, if it is hard, it is preventing something that's like literally horrific, and I feel like those measures are like needed. But definitely add more security to all women's floors, because literally like anyone can go up there, and they live like I've heard that they live there for a specific reason, like they requested it because of past trauma or like gender identity. They want to be with all women, and I feel like the fact that there isn't, like, besides the fact that they just live there isn't any security protecting them more, which is what they specifically requested. I have been like worked up about this whole thing, and I did go to the Women's March a few weeks ago. Whoa, no, that was like 2 months ago. My time is way off. But yeah, especially like growing up more and like seeing like sexism actually like in real time, because, you know, not very good. I mean, the administration can only do so much to like actually find the person, because that's kind of the police's job, but they aren't taking any measures to like prevent this from happening in the future, like I said earlier. And they're kind of just sending out emails that are like, we're so sorry about what happened, like we're raising awareness, but really they could be doing a lot of safety things and changing their policies, which they are not taking the steps to do, which they're making it easy for it to happen again.
All right, thank you so much.